right, so why do we journal scripture? And this is instead of reading scripture. So I did a previous video really discussing this, that when I come into scripture, when I come into God, I am going to be ascending up in intellect and knowledge. So King Solomon tells us, he says, the fear of the Lord. And this is where I place God first in my life. I bring him into my life. I create a God space. I fill that space with prayer and journaling scripture. I learn to interpret scripture for myself. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So this wisdom is the things that I learn in scripture and my experiences begin to change my beliefs. So I stopped for a second and give a personal share. In 2012, I went to marriage counseling. So I actually stayed and it became individual counseling. And those sessions really birthed this love for psychology. I left those sessions, I bought subscriptions, and even now today, 10 plus years later, I still follow therapists online. But here's the thing. In the end, I just had a lot of useful information, but not an ability to seek that information in my life. So in 2018, 2019, I find myself back at church. And it is through that connection in church that I really learn how to create this God space and to journal scripture. And in scripture, I begin to see the psychology principles. And as my everyday life and reading scripture begin to align, they're shifting my beliefs and my values. My personhood is being strengthened. The reason why I share the way I do is because I'm of the belief that we need both. I need to know how my perception is off, and I need to pair that with my relationship with God. That when I begin to interpret scripture for myself, I am shifting my beliefs, my values, and my character. So this wisdom is the things that I learn in scripture and my experiences begin to change my beliefs as scripture literally transforms me.